Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Anurag.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Deepak.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. So yesterday we have completed till the male reproductive system we have completed, and now today we have to start with the second part of it, which is the female reproductive system. Correct, Deepak? Anurag?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let us start then that part. I hope my screen is visible. Is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today is 6th of December. Hmm. Now, when we talk about the female reproductive system, I think I have the picture also here. Hmm. The structure of the female reproductive system will be like this, wherein the parts are the ovary, cervix, vagina, uterus, fallopian tube. So this is how the structure of female will be looking. Now, what happened yesterday, if you remember, we have discussed about the penis, right? The penis will be there. In the males, the penis will be there, right? So through that penis, since the penis is movable, so through that penis, what the males will be doing, they will be ejaculating the sperm into the body of the female. Now here, for example, the penis is here. Okay, this is like maybe the penis. Now, what happened when they have to ejaculate? They will be ejaculating to which part? They will be ejaculating the into the vagina part of the female. And when it is ejaculated in the vagina part, it travels to the next part, which is called as the cervix. Then from the cervix, it goes to the next part, which is basically the here. Fallopian, through the fallopian tube, it goes to the part which is called as the ovary. But what happened in the ovary? There will be the vessels will be there, which is called as fimbriae. Through that fimbriae, they will start moving back, and they reaches both ovary and the sperm reaches here in the fallopian tube part of it, and they start doing the fertilization process. So penis through the penis, they will be ejaculating the sperm into the vagina. From the vagina, it goes to the cervix. From the cervix, it goes to the part which is the uterus here. Then from the uterus, it goes to the part which is the ovary. And in the ovary, the eggs will be there. That particular one egg, it goes to the center part of the female reproductive system called as the fallopian tube. And in the fallopian tube, both the male gamete, female gamete, which is the sperm and the egg, get fuses. And it is not important that every time those male and the female gamete have to fuse. Sometimes they do not fuse because the position of both of them may be different. Because of that reason, the female will get the menstrual cycle. So menstrual cycle also we will be discussing. But first, let us discuss about the different parts. What do they have it? Let me see who all have joined now. Preetham, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay. So now we will be starting with the first part, which are the ovaries basically. Hmm. Ovaries. My pen is not right here. Ovaries. So first part of it are the ovaries. These part. You can see on the left hand side and the right hand side, both the sides, they have many eggs. These eggs are present in a part called as the ovaries. So inside the ovary, the eggs will be produced, and the eggs are also called as ovum. So first point related to the ovaries is that they are paired. Now, why we are saying paired? Because they are present on both the sides. On the left hand side also the ovary are there. On the right hand side also the ovary are there. So that is why we say it as a paired. They are paired and also they are almond shaped. So they are like the almond. So they are almond shaped. They are present in the lower abdomen part. So they are present in the lower abdominal cavity near the kidney. So we have the two kidneys. So near them they are present. And how they are connected together? They are connected together by the ligaments to the uterus. Now, what do you understand by ligaments, children? They are connected by ligaments. What do you mean by ligaments? What do you mean by ligaments here? Yes, Deepya, Preetham, Anurag, and Deepak, you might have learned about the ligaments in the grade 9. Do you remember that? What are ligaments?
Ma'am, it holds the. I don't know. Nothing, no, sir.
Ligament, ligaments basically, it is a connection between bone to bone, which connects bone to bone. Now you remember ligaments and tendons. Two words you might have learned in the grade 9. ligaments and tendons. Ligaments connects bone to bone, whereas the tendon connects bone to the muscles. So here in the case of the ovaries, they will be connected by the ligaments to the uterus. Second thing, they are the primary, they are primary sex organs. So they are the very, very basic sex organs which are required for the female body. And these basic sex organs, what do? They actually perform two functions. So two functions will be performed by them. The first thing, what they will be doing, they will be producing the female gametes, which are the eggs. Female gametes will be produced by them, which are called as eggs. At the same time, they will be producing the hormones. They produces the hormones. Okay, this is important for your board examination. In the board examination, they do ask about it. That try the two functions of the primary sex organs of the ovaries. The two function. First function is that they will be producing the female gamete, which is the egg, and second thing is they will be producing the hormones. And in the case of the hormones, they produces the two types of the hormones. So hormones will be of two type, which are the estrogen and progesterone. So two hormones will be produced in the female body, estrogen and progesterone.
Ma'am, if you don't mind, once can you go to the previous page?
Yeah. So do
1
you know
minute.
what is the difference between the estrogen and progesterone hormone? Any idea, Deepya, Deepak, Anurag, and Preetham? Preetham, do you have any idea about this? Difference between the estrogen and progesterone hormone.
Progesterone is produced by the male and
Done, ma'am.
estrogen is by female.
Come again, come again.
Progesterone is it is produced by male and estrogen is by.
No, Preetham, no. These both hormones, which is written here, are produced by females only. The male produces, yesterday we have discussed, right? The male produces the hormone called as testosterone.
Estrogen is reproduced like during the puberty.
During the puberty.
I think
Progesterone?
so. I don't know progesterone.
Okay, I'll tell you. Wait, I'll tell you then both of the things, because in the examination they ask about the difference in the base of, for the competency based kind of the question, they ask normally this difference between the progesterone. So I'll tell you. Estrogen is basically, it prepares the uterus. The uterus will be there in the females. So what do? They prepare the uterus lining. Now, for what they have to prepare the uterus lining? They have to prepare it for the menstrual cycle. In the females, you might have heard, right? In your families also, from your relatives also, you might have seen some of the advertisement also in the, or short videos, or you might have seen regarding the ads. There will be the ads, right? They will be selling the pads and all. So that is a process which happens in the female every month. Actually, that period, that time is called as a menstrual cycle, and in a simple language, they will be calling them as a periods. So during that time, the estrogen is responsible for making that lining of the uterus. Now, where will be the uterus in them? It will be present here. I'll just mark it, this part. So this covering, this lining, the outer, the inner part of this uterus has a line actually that is called as uterus lining. So this estrogen, they will prepare them for it so that they can have the menstrual cycle every month, which is called as the periods. Whereas the progesterone, what do? They maintains the uterus lining and they supports the pregnancy. So during this pregnancy time, this hormone will be working actively in their body of them.
Ma'am,
Yeah, tell me.
ma'am, menstrual cycles means estrogen supports the menstrual.
Correct, exactly. And the progesterone supports the pregnancy. So during the pregnancy time, this menstrual cycle will not happen. So during that time, the progesterone will be working actively. Okay? Any doubt, Deepya?
Yes, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So that is how the estrogen and progesterone hormones are being produced by the females in their body. Okay, now moving to the next point. These points we have written. Okay. Now the next point is that,
Once nature of trees.
yeah. The next point is a mature ova is basically they have, the large numbers of the ovaries, they will be containing the large number of the eggs. So when they are small, like when the females they are small, maybe 8 years, 7-year old, 10 years old, 11 years old. During that time, they do not have much number of the eggs produced in the ovary. But as soon as they crosses the puberty or they reaches to the age of adolescence, during that time, they will have many numbers of the egg which is being produced in their ovary. So again, important question for the MCQs. They usually ask that mature ova contains a single egg. They will be giving the assertion reason type of questions for this. So a mature ovary contains a large number of eggs. They do not contain one egg. They contain large numbers of the ova or the eggs in different stages of development. So according to the stage of development, the large number of the ovas or the eggs will be present in their body. Then the next part is the second one. Second part is the fallopian tube. Fallopian tube. This fallopian tube is called as oviduct. This question they ask almost every month. Either they ask what is the other name of the fallopian tube, which is oviduct, or they ask you to write the function of the fallopian tube. The function is very simple. This fallopian tube or the oviduct, they help in the fusion of the male and female gamete. Suppose like this, they will have it, right? So like here, this part, or else I'll go to the diagram part itself. So this here, the fallopian tube will be available. This part. This part is called as fallopian tube. This part. Now here, both of them, the male and the female gamete, they will be fusing. That is why the fallopian tube plays a very, very important role in the fertilization process of it. First point, they are the paired tube. Now, why we are saying paired tube? Because one is coming from the left ovary, the one is coming from the right ovary. That is why we say it is a paired tubes originating from uterus. So from the uterus, they will be originating on the either side. Either side means both the sides of it. And they extend up to the ovary of their respective side. So whichever side they are present, they will be extending themselves towards the ovary. Second thing, what do they do? These have the finger-like projection present in them, which is called as the fimbriae. So its terminal part is funnel shaped. So at the end of the fallopian tube, they have the funnel shaped structure which have the finger-like projections. It has finger-like projections which are called as fimbriae. Fimbriae. They have a fimbriae which are present near the, or which I can say, which lies near the ovary. They will be lying near the ovary. What do they do? So this fimbriae, basically, they will be helping the ovum to release from ovary into the fallopian tube. I'll show you how. Now, suppose this side, this part is the ovary, and like this, we have the fallopian tube. Okay. And here also, with the ovary is present, and like this, they are connected with the fallopian tube. Now, this is fallopian tube, this is fallopian tube. What they are saying at the end of it. So here, this side, they will have the finger-like projection. So like this, at the end, they will have many finger-like projection, which are called as the fimbriae. Now, with the help of this fimbriae, it becomes easy for the eggs to actually move from this ovary to the next part of the fallopian tube. So that is the main function of the fimbriae. So fimbriae directs the ovum released from ovary into the fallopian tube. So they will be guiding, they will be telling them when they have to actually move. So that movement will become easy because of this fimbriae. If fimbriae are not there, then it becomes difficult for the eggs to move out of their place. Am I clear, children? Yes, Deepya, Anurag,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Deepak, Sampath, Shriniket, Preetham. Preetham, do you have any doubt in this?
No.
Okay. Now, as I told you, fallopian tube is also called as the oviduct. In this fallopian tube, the main function which happens is the fertilization. Learn this part. So,
Mats, can you read that sentence
which sentence?
from the down after the dash?
Fimbriae,
Yes, ma'am.
fimbriae direct the ovum released. Fimbriae direct the ovum released from ovary into the fallopian tube. In simple language, I'll tell you, Preetham, what happens. What do? They will be helping the eggs to move out of the ovary into the fallopian tube. Okay. So eggs from the ovary can move out easily into the fallopian tube because of this fimbriae. Now, the last point, fertilization takes place in fallopian tube, which is the most important part of this female reproductive system. Now, if this fallopian tube has the sperm there, they will start fertilization process. If they do not have the sperm, then they will be doing the menstrual cycle process. So that is about the oviduct part of it. Now, the next part, which is the third part, is the uterus. Uterus is also called as womb. Now, you might have heard, like, maybe from your parents or maybe from relatives and all, they will be saying that maybe that so and so lady is pregnant and they are carrying the child in their womb. So that word they are using here, the womb. Womb means in the uterus, they are carrying the child. So though the fertilization is happening in the fallopian tube, but slowly and gradually, they will be leaving that the egg and that, zygote will be formed after fertilization. So though the fertilization is happening there in the fallopian tube, but that place, the zygote will be leaving, and they will be reaching to the next part, which is called the uterus. So like this, in the center, the uterus will be present, right? This part is basically like this, the part will be there. So this is part called as uterus. So from here, they will push the zygote to come to this part. And in this part, in this uterus part, what happened? The further development will happen. That is how we have the first month, second month, third month, 4th month, 5th month, 6th month for the females, right? We will be saying first trimester is going on, second trimester is going on. So that development is happening at this region, at this place, which is the uterus. So uterus is single inverted pear-shaped spear-shaped, highly muscular. They have a lot of muscles in it, because of which it can contract also. It is muscular. It is hollow structure. They do not have anything inside. That is why the zygote can come and occupy that space. Present in the pelvic cavity of the female. So pelvic cavity means the region between the hips and the female part, that is called as pelvic cavity. Then the next point is development of fetus will take place here. So once the zygote has been formed due to the fertilization, the development will take place here. So development of fetus occurs inside it. So inside it, the development will be taking place, and hence it is called as womb. So the mothers will be carrying the child in their womb.
Can you show that last?
Yeah. Done?
Yes.
Now the next part is the fourth part, which is the cervix. So development will be happening here in the womb or the uterus. Now this cervix and vagina, two parts which are left out. Cervix is basically the lower narrow part of the uterus. So the place where the uterus get ends, that is called as a cervix. The main work, what do they do? It actually allows the menstrual blood. So when the females they get the periods, during that time, this cervix will allow the menstrual blood to flow from the uterus to the vagina. So whatever the blood will be flowing out through the uterus, it reaches to the cervix, and cervix will be passing it to the vagina. So that is how it is acting like a passage. So uterus, sorry, spelling is wrong, uterus, they will be releasing the blood which goes to the which goes to the cervix, and from the cervix will be giving it to the part called as vagina. Then it also during the childbirth time. So if anyone is pregnant during the birth of the child, during that time, what do they do? It opens. It opens to allow the baby to pass through. Allow the baby to pass through. I think you all might have heard, like, in the females. Hmm. During the childbirth, it opens. You might have heard, like, in the females during the pregnancy time, they will have two scenarios. The one is like normal delivery, and the other one is during the cesarean, which we called as C-sectional cesarean. Now, during the time of the normal delivery, this cervix plays a very important role. So, if this cervix gets open up, then the child can come easily. It can becomes a normal delivery. But generally, in most of the cases nowadays, the cervix does not get open, and because of which the child cannot come out easily. So during that time, they have to undergo the surgery, which is called as a C-section or cesarean thing. Am I clear, Shriniket, Preetam, Deepya?
Yes, ma'am.
Now the next one is, and the last one, which is the fourth one, vagina of the female. Now in this case, it is almost like about 7 to 10 centimeter long tube where penis discharges sperm. The penis discharges the sperm. So this is a place where the males will be discharging their sperm into the vagina, and then through the vagina it goes to the cervix, and from the cervix it goes to the fallopian tube for the fertilization. Then also vagina act as the passage for menstrual flow. See how the cycle is going on. Everything is happening inside the body, but it is then moving out. Uterus is actually releasing the blood, then it is giving to the cervix, cervix giving to vagina, and then vagina is releasing it outside. So vagina acts as a passage for menstrual flow and also acts as birth canal during childbirth. So if the child will get birth because of normal delivery, in that case this vagina will be helping, where the development is happening in the uterus, but from the uterus the cervix will get expand, and when the cervix gets expand through the vagina, the child will come out of the mother's body. So that is how it is called as birth canal. So any doubt, children?
No, ma'am.
Dibya, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Sriniket, Preetam, any doubt?
No, ma'am.
So male and female part, every year definitely for 3 marks they are asking the question. Either directly they'll be asking to explain the functions of any 3 parts, or else second way they are asking, they are giving the 3 names out of it. Like example, they're giving uterus, fallopian tube, and they're giving the cervix. Then they are asking you to write the functions of them. Third way how they are asking is in the form of the diagram. They are giving you the diagram and they're asking you to label any 3 part and write the functions of it. So indirectly, directly, definitely every year you can open any of the sample paper. For 3 marks, this question will be there. So make sure that you understand this topic very, very well, be it the male, be it the female. So start sending the notes now, children. Start sending the notes now.